So the look on someone's face changes, and then suddenly your entire body notices. Their tone shifts slightly, and now your mind is replaying the conversation. Maybe they became quieter. Maybe they sounded irritated. Maybe their energy changed for only a moment, and somehow you felt it immediately. Now, today, I want to talk about something many people experience, but often don't fully understand why some people become extremely aware of other people's reactions. Not because they're weak, not because they're too sensitive, but because their nervous system learned to pay very close attention to emotional shifts around them. And for many people, this awareness became automatic long before they realized it was happening. So if you've ever found yourself replaying conversations, worrying someone is upset with you, noticing tiny changes in other people's tone or facial expressions, feeling tension in a room almost immediately, or feeling emotionally affected by other people's moods, this conversation may explain a lot. Welcome, everyone. I'm Janine Naus, your grief and trauma relief specialist, and this is another Healing Steps session where we gently increase awareness around emotional patterns many people learned early in life without fully realizing it. So today's topic is, why am I so aware of other people's reactions? And I want to approach this very gently because many people develop this awareness as a form of emotional protection. And one of the things many trauma survivors quietly carry is constant emotional scanning. Their nervous system learned to monitor mood shifts, body language, tone changes, emotional tension, silence, even unpredictability. Not because they wanted to, but because at some point being aware of other people's reactions may have helped them feel safer. And for some people, this began in homes where emotions felt unpredictable, where someone's mood could suddenly change the atmosphere. So the body adapted. It became highly alert to emotional changes in other people, and then over time, this awareness became automatic. It was so automatic, many people don't even realize how much energy their nervous system spends monitoring the room around them. Now, many people who are highly aware of others' reactions are also highly aware of emotional tension. And you may notice awkwardness quickly, emotional distance quickly, irritation quickly, disappointment quickly, discomfort quickly. And then sometimes before anyone even says anything, and this can become exhausting internally because your body is constantly gathering emotional information. And you may walk away from conversations replaying, did I say something wrong? Did their mood change? Are they upset with me? Did I make things awkward? And what's important to understand is this often has very little to do with weakness. It has much more to do with adaptation. Your nervous system learned, pay attention, stay aware, notice changes early. Because unpredictability once felt emotionally unsafe. The challenge is many people continue carrying this hyper awareness long after the original environment is gone. So even normal human interact or reactions can feel emotionally intense internally. Now, one thing that often happens with this pattern is people begin assuming responsibility for other people's emotions. If someone becomes quiet, you assume it's about you. If someone seems irritated, you feel responsible. If someone pulls away emotionally, your nervous system immediately starts searching for what you did wrong. And then over time, this can create a constant feeling of emotional pressure. And many people become so focused on managing other people's reactions, they stop feeling fully relaxed around others. And because part of their attention is always monitoring, are we okay? Did their mood change? Do I need to fix something? And this can lead to over explaining, people pleasing, apologizing quickly, emotional exhaustion, difficulty relaxing socially, and difficulty fully being yourself. Not because you're trying to create problems, but because your body learned staying emotionally aware helps prevent pain. And the difficult part is many people end up carrying emotional responsibility that doesn't actually belong to them because not every reaction around you is yours to manage. People have stress. People have moods. People have distractions. People have internal struggles you may know nothing about. But when your nervous system is highly alert, everything can start feeling personal. Healing often begins with noticing the pattern without criticizing yourself for it. So instead of, why am I like this? You can begin understanding my nervous system learned to stay highly aware for a reason. And that awareness creates compassion. And then slowly you can begin separating what you're noticing from what you're responsible for. And just because you notice tension does not automatically mean you caused it. Just because someone reacts differently one day does not automatically mean something is wrong. One gentle practice that can help is pausing before assuming responsibility. So instead of immediately moving into, what did I do wrong? Try asking, am I assuming responsibility for someone else's emotional state? And that small pause, it really matters because it creates space between awareness and automatic self blame. And then over time, many people begin realizing they can stay emotionally aware without carrying the emotional weight of every reaction around them. So today, I simply want you to notice something gently. How much energy does your nervous system spend monitoring other people's reactions? How often do you walk away from conversations replaying them internally? How often do you automatically assume emotional responsibility for someone else's mood without even realizing it? Awareness of this pattern is important because many people have spent years believing they were too sensitive when really their nervous system simply became highly trained to notice emotional shifts around them. And understanding that can begin changing the relationship you have with yourself. I want to thank you for spending this time with me today. And if this conversation resonated with you, feel free to share that in the comments. What part stood out to you the most? And if you'd like additional support and conversations like this, you're always welcome inside my Bridge to Healing community. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.